Hey everybody, it's Romania Black. We're on episode 3 of Skate the Infinity, and I'm so excited. I love this show. I'm 2 episodes in, and I'm so happy. It's just I've gone back and watched episodes 1 and 2 again, and I'm think that obviously from episode 1 we had that discussion of what is happiness, and we had the talk of Cherry Blossom it being wealth, Joe it being women, Miya, who we've just met in the last episode, it being going to a good school. Adam, I do believe that was Adam from the first one, even though we've not confirmed his actual name yet. I've been told his name is Adam. Being respected, and then Reki saying, we don't get confirmation, but we assume it's skateboarding. I'm curious, whereas if those 4 things of happiness, wealth, girls, school, and respect, are what those 4 characters think their happiness is, and maybe this show is going to affirm it's something different. I don't know. I get that vibe rewatching the first 2 episodes, but I don't know. It could go anywhere. But last episode was just precious. Just Reki and Langa with their friendship developing over skateboarding. It was wonderful. We got to see Hiromi Shadow outside of his clown makeup where he works at a florist shop, which is adorable, and I love it. And he has to put on an act and be all like friendly, happy-go-lucky guy, even though he's supposed to be this badass, scary skateboarder, and he's a florist. I love it. And then Miya. Miya seems to have connections to our surely not antagonist, Adam. It seems like he was contacted by him to go and invite Langa to a skate-off at the park. And luckily for us, Langa's had some practice getting his ollie down with Reki. So I'm curious. The episode is called Undesired Hero. So I'm assuming we're going to get some Miya focus this episode, perhaps, since he's our new character. I'm curious about this little catboy. He seems interesting. But I don't know, guys. All I know is that this show is colorful. It's fun. And last episode was just all the friendship feels. And that's all I needed. So I have a clear hope of what this show does, but I'm only 2 episodes in, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. But Reki and Langa, I'm seeing it. I don't know if we're going to go anywhere with it, but I hope we do, because, the subtext is there, y'all. I need it to happen. And I'm very curious about Joe and Cherry Blossom. Their dynamic is super intriguing. Like, they clearly know each other. I want to see more of that. So we'll see, right? But in any case, thank you all so much for watching. Please, no spoilers, but please feel free to comment down below. And we are going to start episode 3 of Skate the Infinity, Undesired Hero, here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Okay. Well, now. Huh. Ah! Okay. Okay. There's that. Oh, we got basically all of Miya's backstory, everything this episode, all at once, which I really like. I like that we didn't beat around the bush. One thing this show has not done is it does not waste time getting to the point of introducing these characters. I love, we'll talk about Langa and Reki here in a moment, but I love Miya, the undesired hero, being Miya, and Miya being groomed from a young age as a skating prodigy and this national team hopeful. And I like the idea that he had friends that skateboarded with him, but then because he was a prodigy and because he was so good, he kept getting all this fame and accolades, and it caused his friends to kind of feel like they were no longer connected with him and that he was distancing himself. And they were like, oh, we're not good enough to hang around you, the prodigy, so we want to just go do our own thing. And I get the creepy implication that Adam has kind of taken Miya under his wing as like his little prodigy skater, like he's a sponsor to Miya, and is like, Miya, if you do great, I'll give you all this fame and fortune and stuff. And now that Miya's lost to Langa, I feel like Adam's going to want to drop Miya and latch onto Langa, which is that whole may I touch you. I'm like, for the record, to show how great strides we've made since the 90s. If this were like Hunter x Hunter, because I get definite Hisoka vibes. I get Hisoka Crollo vibes from Adam right off the bat. If this were 1999 Hunter x Hunter Adam would just grab his legs and be all over him. But here he asks permission, so progress. Adam as I get definitely the dual personalities where he's the businessman, he's the clean cut businessman on the surface, and then as soon as but underneath that he's this flamboyant kind of creepy dude. And and apparently he's a good skateboarder because they say he's legendary. So the fact, is he a good skateboarder? Or is he just had that acclaim to be a good skateboarder? Because in the ED we see no pictures. There's no proof that he's good. So is he really good, or is it just all hearsay? I guess we're going to find out next episode. I really liked that at the end where Reki had just done the talk-no-jutsu. Reki had just got done telling Miya, he's like, hey, even though you're great, we'll still skate with you. Like, we like you. We'll be your friends. And he's like, hey, let's just be buddies and skateboard and stuff. And it was all going well. And then Adam shows up, and Adam just kind of does a little bit of verbal abuse there where he's like, you're no good anymore. I'm dropping you, is basically the implication. And Reki, I like how Reki immediately notices that verbal assault there. And he's like, oh, no. No, you take back what you just told him. Like, that's not cool. You hurt his feelings, and you shouldn't say that. So applause to Reki for recognizing the hurt and being like, no, that's not cool, man. You're an adult. Take that back. And so I appreciate Reki, but this Adam guy, he's flamboyant and over the top, but I'm not getting good juju from him at all. Showing up with his horns and everything. And it says Matador of Love next episode. I don't know. Aside from that, Hiromi, Shadow, I love that he drives a little pink florist car. I love it. I love that him and Reki bonding over chasing them in the car. I love that he calls Hiromi an old man. He's like, I'm 24. Like, not old. But, oh my gosh. Again, Reki and Langa's friendship is so wholesome. And the fact that Reki is like a mad scientist inventor. He's such a sunshine character, but he's also an inventor. Like, he comes up with these cool ideas for skateboards and creating them. And I really love this character. I love Reki as having this ability. He's not the best skater, but he's an innovator. He comes up with all these cool ideas. And then Langa, he creates a skateboard to kind of tailor to Langa's needs as a snowboarder. And I like that Hiromi's like, well, but a normal skateboarder wouldn't be able to do those moves because they wouldn't be able to account for it. And Reki's like, no, Langa can, because he knows he's had 15 years of snowboarding experience that he can apply to skateboarding. And even Langa's like at the end there, he's like, it still doesn't feel weird. Like, he's still getting used to it. But, oh my gosh, their friendship, I'm sorry, but you have a unique face. I just... Show, you're giving us so much subtext between these two. Like, the chemistry's off the charts. Like, just, you're building this up, and I have a feeling Adam's going to come in and make it bad, and I don't like that. He's going to throw a wrench in our friendship. And I don't want that, because that seems to be what caused Miya and his friends to distance themselves. I don't want that between Reki and Langa. I am glad that Miya, it looks like that, I'm sure that since Reki stood up for Miya, he's going to become better friends with him, is what I hope. I hope that that's the case, because I would really love that if they became really good friends and bonded over that experience. That would be really cool. I would like that quite a bit. But I don't know, guys. And then Joe and Cherry Blossom, Kaoru. Kaoru is Cherry Blossom's actual name, and he's not happy that Joe brings it up. He's like, don't call me by my real name. It's Cherry Blossom, not Kaoru. So clearly these two know each other on a first name basis. So there's some history there. And they say that it was an off chance they rarely agree on things. So I'm like, I know Joe says that happiness is women for him, but Kaoru Cherry Blossom is very feminine in appearance. So I don't know. I'm curious, y'all. I'm so curious. But the show, it's just, the bonding introducing the characters. This was a perfect setup and introduction for Miya. We get his entire backstory. We get his character motivations. Going to a good school. It's at the beginning that going to a good school was his top priority. So I'm wondering if he's using like the skateboarding and Olympic hopeful to get him a good ride somewhere, like a skateboarding scholarship to a good university. I don't know, but I like Miya's such a cat. Like he's such like a neko. He reminds me a lot of Kinma in some of his movements, like Kinma from Haikyuu. He reminds me a lot of Kinma, and Kinma's from Nekoma, which is a very cat-like based team. That's like their mascot. So, I'm interested to see where Miya's character fits into all this, because I feel like maybe Miya and Hiromi Shadow are going to be like our little side characters that come in with our main two guys. And then Cherry and Joe, I want to get them more involved. It looks like next episode they're more involved with the plot, which we've gotten teases of Cherry Blossom and Joe's characters. So I want more. I want more. And this Adam guy, oh buddy. Reki, don't. I feel like Reki is like, dude, you couldn't match up against Shadow or Miya. Why are you taking on the guy running the skate park that they call Legendary? Reki is talented. He's a genius inventor, but he has like a lot of hubris and a lot of pride. And when you squander his friends, he's like, I take that personally. It's like whenever he said that to Miya, it was like the meme of Michael Jordan. He's like, and I took that personally. So yeah, I guess we'll see where that goes. Anyway, I really enjoyed this episode. I hope y'all did too. Please feel free to comment down below. Please, no spoilers. But I'm really excited to see next week's episode. It's gonna be good. So, in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and I'll be back next week with more Skate the Infinity.